the on button?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you do opening.
That's what we're doing out here. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Meg.
I'm April.
Go on.
And today
we're both drinking tea.
Right. And again. Hello.
Hello.
I'm April.
And I'm Meg.
And we're just going to have discussions, really. Things like
Mainly about films and books.
TV, books.
Mainly about stories, because even if we talk about random stuff, it'll probably be about stories about us. Or food. Or places that we've been, or tea.
And food.
No, I said
Oh,
food.
your Easter present!
Oh my god.
You can have these now or later, I don't know.
I'm gonna have these now. Someone, okay, mini eggs, look at this. I've literally just poured them out into my hand, and there's one that's been eaten already.
Well, I best check mine. Oh no, mine are perfect.
Don't forget that it's January. I'm just gonna enjoy the chocolateness.
They brought them out so quick, and we're already in January. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
Especially with retail stuff. I'll be like, it's strict instructions, you're not allowed to put this sort of out on the shelves.
I didn't know that every year. So like, say it's Monday.
What are you gonna say? Is this about the calendar?
Yeah. And then next year it's Tuesday.
Oh, welcome to April's world.
So I was like, oh, my birthday, like it's always on like the next day.
Yeah. So the 20th of each month, which is my birthday in August. Oh, we lost an egg. Yeah, it's like the cusp of each month. Our new year is meant to start in March. March the 20th is the most influential day of the zodiac.
Is it even Wednesday today? Like, who knows?
Is it even 2016? Are we even on a planet 8?
I think we're mould.
Before we go way off topic, I watching Cloud Atlas the other night with Jack.
Oh, that's a good film. It's really weird. If you've seen Cloud Atlas, it's awesome.
You can tell that it's made by the Matrix brothers. Like the way they do their scenes and the way that the music builds up. That coincides with what I was saying to my other friend the other day. I feel like we're either alive in another parallel universe or we've already lived it in a parallel universe. That's why we get deja vu so much.
Have you seen Interstellar?
I need to still see that.
You haven't seen Interstellar?
I know.
That's probably one of my favourite films. Not only like the cinematography and things like that, and the music, which you would love, but the whole physics and science behind it, like about the dimensions and, you know, obviously there are things that we can't see.
Can we also just interject in here? Star Wars, which is what we've talked about a lot recently, because the new one's out. We both said, didn't we? Massive flaw with Star Wars, although we love it so much we can override it. The fact is, there's no sound in space. So,
Yes!
George Lucas, every single
And
film.
Gravity, they do sound. No, they don't, do they?
Gravity, they do.
The cinematographer of Gravity is also the cinematographer of The Revenant, which is what we're talking about. See, this is
what happens.
standard. Philosophy, you can get philosophy talks.
Food.
Lots of food. Revenant and Emmanuel Lubezki did the cinematography of The Revenant. And
Did he also do Children of Men?
Children of Men.
Children of Men is so good in cinematography and it's amazing.
Yeah, and he did
Now
Gravity.
it makes sense. Now it makes total sense. If you even just go see The Revenant film for the scenery,
The photography.
and B, the way that it's filmed,
It's
so
beautiful.
good.
I read
So
somewhere
good.
that Emmanuel, the cinematographer, he only wanted to use the natural daylight. I think it was like 90% natural daylight that they used. And it was like only 1 or 2 hours per day that they would be able to film, because they'd have to travel from wherever they were based to the location and back, because they wanted to use the most remote locations. I even read somewhere that Leonardo DiCaprio said this was the most challenging and toughest role he's ever done, because a lot of cast like pulled out, a lot of the crew pulled out because of the extreme weather conditions. Like, what you see is what you get.
The references, just through imagery with fire and ice, made me then think of Robert Frost's poem.
Yeah, the
Fire
poetry.
and Ice.
Yeah.
And then I thought, and then talking about this, you know, the whole film is about a journey and this revenge, but also beginning, ends, retribution. It all was piecing together, and I was like, yes.
Survival.
Filmmaking, I feel like in the last few years, it's been really good, and I in a way I think we have in general encouraged this use of imagery, and I'm so
definitely.
pleased about, because so much of life and drama and the poignancy in stories is not necessarily what's being said. It's what's not being said and what we're seeing.
It can be overdone
and so like with the fire, like holding that shot on the fire going up into the sky, and then holding the shot on the fire when Will Poulter's trying to like warm up his hands, and
it's so similar to The Grey, like Liam Neeson in that exact environment with wolves.
with the one purpose. Well, I suppose Leonardo has it, doesn't he? He has that one purpose.
That drive.
Doesn't he?
He's got his purpose. He's got his drive.
Yeah.
Innate instinct for survival.
I'd be very intrigued. I want to know actually how much of it they all did. So, like we were saying, did Leonardo DiCaprio like eat the meat and eat the fish?
I went on IMDb. Yeah, he ate the bison. I read that they gave him this like gelatinous sort of pancake-looking bit of red stuff, and Leonardo DiCaprio was like, "No, I don't want to eat that." And he was watching one of the Native Americans just sitting there eating just this raw meat, like in one of the scenes.
In the scene,
you just
yeah.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was looking at him like, you know, I want to win my Oscar.
I think not just that. I think I definitely get the impression that Leonardo DiCaprio, like
He's
a
all
lot of good
method
actors.
acting,
No,
yeah.
no, like a lot of good actors, he wants to make a good film.
Cool. Yeah, that's
So
what
he wants
said.
to put the
said-
effort in.
Yeah,
He wants that Oscar. Fantastic British actors.
He's awesome.
Absolutely love Tom Hardy.
I feel like anybody could have played
Will
that
Poulter,
role as well.
Will Poulter.
Will Poulter was good.
I think that's how he's saying his name. And the guy who plays Bill Weasley.
About time.
About time. The guy who plays the captain.
Gleeson.
But yeah, Will Poulter, like the last time I saw him in something was in Son of Rambo, which
Yeah,
he
I
was
saw-
brilliant in.
yeah.
He was so good.
I think I saw him as a bit of a gangster in one time, which was great to see him outside of that role.
A gangster.
Yeah, he played like a hard boy.
Really? He's not that old.
No, I'm thinking of the guy from Skin.
Oh, you're thinking of
He was
Jack.
also
Jack,
good.
Jack
Yeah,
O'Connell.
Jack
Oh,
O'Connell.
who is
Yeah, he was
amazing.
also good.
71, Unbroken.
Yeah.
When nothing is being said and it is just purely the pitch pace and pause,
Yeah.
like the pause,
Yeah.
the kind of. But again, I think that's down to the directors.
It's like what I was saying in Castaway. Tom Hanks had like 100 lines or something.
I swear every time we talk
Tom
about
Hanks.
films, Tom Hanks
Castaway.
always. Yeah, but we love
He
Tom
had like
Hanks.
100. He had like such few lines, and it's, you know, just his brilliance in acting. And you don't need necessarily just to have a script to portray just like amazing story. It's just one of those films.
Just the symbolism and the detail. So the sound, it coinciding with like the long shots of the fire going up into the like rooftop of the forest. Like I love trees, and I love forestry, and I love that kind of imprint on the sky. Numerous times you could hear that they'd enhance the sound on certain things cracking
Like
or
the wood
slicing
creaking
or
and the fire.
wind. Yeah, but then also in terms of people's bodies breaking and just very intense.
There's just one scene, and there's a lot of heavy breathing from Leo onto the camera, and his breath like creates condensation on the camera. And then that sort of transitions into the clouds and then the sun coming out. And like with the Revenant, meaning the fact that it's like reborn, I was like, this
like
is
a
the
renewal.
moment of him coming out of the mud and the dirt. You'll know if you've seen it. And he's like, yes, I'm on this like...
It's also that kind of primal, it then just in that one moment brings it back down to this is a sensory man, this is breath, this is a man's survival. This is this is his life, and this is his purpose,
and the whole like man versus nature thing, like his survival in the harsh conditions. He doesn't give up. He just strives through it all.
I also liked how that was, and we've been talking about the symbolism and the cinematography. I liked how that overlapped in the kind of flashback memories. So it was beautiful cinematography, but it also included like the fact that Leo's wife would be like floating, and this kind of ethereal
It's a very spiritual
connection,
film.
like,
I was just going to say that.
which is how that culture portrays it, which I think is important. Like it's
very
important
spiritual.
to have that in there.
It's a very open ending. It's open to interpretation.
It's a film that is essentially you're following one main character really, just on a journey. And if you said it out loud, you could imagine it being quite boring, but it's not at all. You get
It's very poignant.
You get so emotionally connected to this character.
You gotta go see it.
Yeah, you should.
Gotta go see it. It's really it's very beautiful. Film.
It is brutal.
Beautifully beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. We're talking about The Revenant, The Road, Old Man and the Sea. Like they're all like, and Life of Pi. It's all like, and Castaway. It's all one man's journey.
Yes, one man's journey in extreme conditions.
Essence of storytelling there.
Yeah.
Something that we can all latch on to. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah. We will probably be back with another film. We might do a book.
Yeah, might do a book. We'll mix it up a little bit for you. I feel like how for now. How?
No, we're
for
such
now.
90s kids.
And the recording. Definitely recording, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the red dots there.
Sorry. Yeah.
That scene, that Liam Neeson scene, not in Taken.
1, 2, or 3, or 4. Scar.
Yeah. And, yeah, actually,
I've finished all my
coinciding.
things. Have you eaten yours?
No, I'm gonna finish.
Oh,
it.
Meg.
Look, pop it in there. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish.
Are you
that.
done?
Yeah, it's fine. There you go. It's just a tea bag.
That's gonna look rank.
It's fine. I can't believe it. We're eating video eggs.
Oh, Walt Whitman. Did you do Walt Whitman? Like Man versus Nature?
What are you talking about?